Welcome Cancer Leo to your Astro Dice reading. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Okay guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. For those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month using only one of the 12 houses. So let's get in here guys and see what's going on. June, it's already June. Had that beautiful blue moon. If you guys didn't watch that reading, you might want to. It was pretty intense for you guys. Seeing those rewards coming in for you. So let's see how this is going to play out. Best house for Cancer Leo. If you guys like this, be sure to hit the like button. And if you keep finding yourself at my channel, hit that big old subscribe button. Okay, let's see. And always leave comments. I always like listening to your comments. I always comment back. Even if it's with a heart, you know what I mean? Got Neptune energy coming through. The 8th house with Leo energy. Interesting. Very interesting. It's going to be a dreamy month in the 8th house. Okay, let's see, guys. Neptune energy. Your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potentials for illusion. Here we go. Leo energy, taking some of your own energy here. The energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. Focuses on the importance of self-belief. Going straight into that 8th house. Transformative area of your life is about shared resources, intense emotions, and other things as well. But that's all they're going to put on the card, right? Self-value, self-worth, other things. But, you know, intimacy, personal empowerment as well. How about that one? But let's just get in here and look at this together here, because it's saying that June is carrying this deeply transformative and spiritual energy with it. I love it because the Neptune is bringing in your intuition, your dreams. Like I said, it's going to be a dreamy month for you guys. Imagination and some unseen things that are going to be taking place behind the veil, right? But that Leo is going with that Neptune, so it's saying I'm going to encourage that confidence and courage. Encouraging that confidence and courage. But it's the heart-centered expressions, right? Because Leo is about the heart, right? And it's the 5th house. So it's of that romance, love, loyalties. And then the 8th house is going to dive underneath all of this, because that's going to be behind the veil stuff too that's going to help transform this. Very, like I said, very interesting energy, you guys. So this month may actually reveal some truths that have been hidden, bringing the heightened intuition up, and it's definitely going to want you to trust your inner guidance more than your external opinions, guys. They're not going to care so much about what's going on in the outside world. You're not going to want to use too much of your logic when it comes to certain situations. You're going to say, my intuition's so high right now, I'm not going to worry about that. My Cancer is going crazy. Especially the beginning of the month, because we have that blue moon, which is making psychic senses, empaths, all that stuff go, you know, is very, your psychic abilities are very heightened, and most people's intuition is very heightened as well. So let's see. I think it's just kind of reminding you, though, not to lose yourself in the process, though. Your voice, creativity, and personal power do matter. So don't let other people's opinions on the outside world kind of like disconnect what your intuition is saying. Do you see what I'm saying? So, you know, because they could get you logically thinking too much, and then you kind of dismiss your gut feeling. And you might even find like, well, because they keep over talking me or doing this or voicing their opinions, then it makes me feel like I don't have a voice, but I need to know where my own voice lies. It's not with them, right? So let's get in here, my friends. Getting straight to the situation. Situation is in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. The moon, right off the bat, I told you, it has everything to do with the moon right now, in the very, very beginning of the month. King of Wands, look at that. water, fire, right off the bat in your own energy of water and fire. Herald the Wands. There's that message coming out. But I like that message because it's wands, it's hot, it's passionate, it's steamy. It could even be very lustful. You never know. Let's get a clarifying card. Clarify on this for Cancer, Leo. Four of Wands. Almost everything on the board is fire besides the moon, which is water. Cancer energy, that is Cancer. You are of the moon. Well, the month is opening up strong with this intuitive energy. I mean, you have Neptune, Piscean energy coming through your own moon energy over here, which is suggesting that not everything is fully revealed yet. Because like I said, it feels like something is under the veil. You can see it. Something is hidden, something the curtains have not pulled all the way back yet. Universe is keeping things hidden at this time. So you may feel like you're navigating uncertainty, but yet receiving some kind of spiritual insight, downloads, intuition, or sensing that something important is developing behind the surface. Like, I know something's happening, I just don't know what it is. You know, it's transforming. You see the raven? Something behind the veil is transforming. Something has not shown itself. There's no true clarity yet. But with all this fire, it's almost like you're saying, but I'm keeping my confidence and leadership and keeping myself within this bold action of Leo. So you have the Leo energy coming in that's bringing in this dramatic, passionate, right, but yet courageous energy. And so is the King of Wands, which is Sagittarian energy, right, which we just got over the blue moon in Sagittarius, which is saying that Sagittarius energy is still running. It's still moving, and it's moving powerful within you and helping you along this, you know, along this journey, right, for now, right, in this place of the 8th house. So I do like it, though, because despite the uncertainties of the moon, there's still this energy of stepping forward rather than holding back. So some of you may be taking extra control and extra charge of this situation, because there could be this like feeling like I'm being called to pursue something with passion, something I'm very passionate about, because that Leo is bringing in that extra passion. Because like I said, Leo rules the 5th house. So you're going to feel like I need that passion. So you have the Herald of Wands over here, which is exciting news of inspiration. This is the adventure or the spark of some new opportunity. It's coming from a person. This is a person reaching out, right? An invitation. If it's not 100, then it could be this fresh burst of enthusiasm that gets your attention, right? That just comes from something. But usually Herald says it's actually from a person. And then it's being clarified by these beautiful Four of Wands, which is positive because it's pointing to that celebration and harmony. So they might be taking you out to dinner. Maybe you want a Sagittarius to take you out to dinner, right? Maybe you want a Leo to take you out to dinner, right? And whoever. And they've now popped the question, hey, Cancer, Leo, you want to go out to dinner, right? So, or they may give you that promotion, or, you know, so this is a lot of intensive feelings in the 8th house right now, really unfolding really early in the month. So this is definitely the potential to create this like stronger foundation moving forward. So if you are, you know, it just feels like for a lot of you, this could be a person coming in really supportive, getting a hold of your emotions, to create a stronger foundation. Maybe you've been dating for a little while and maybe they say, hey, you want to go steady. You see what I'm saying? Like no more just weekends. Like I want to see you, you know, every weekend. I want to talk to you all the time. I want to get to know you even better, right? Not just on Friday night. So taking that to the next limit, and you might be really, really happy about it because maybe that's where your strongest desires were, because fire is always about desire. So, and then that moon, it's like, oh my God, they caught my emotions. And so whatever's playing out behind the scenes that you're not 100% clear about, things are starting to add up a little bit. They're starting to kind of make you question, what's really going on, right? Now I'm getting messages. Now this is happening. And it could literally just be somebody's thoughts that are playing out, and they're just trying to catch up or be courageous enough to offer you that kind of love, right? That next level love. So this says right here, pretty much, to trust your own intuition, even if you don't have all the answers, even if they haven't appeared just the way you want them to, because there's a new opportunity here, my friends, for exciting development or inspired action that's emerging from the depths, right? Coming to the surface. Okay, so, and like I said, you could have this instinct that may quickly become something tangible. You know, you're like, hey, if this keeps going this way, maybe that's what this is all pushing towards, something to be deeper than, more than, longer, more stable than what we already have. So let's get to the mid-month and see how this is going to play out over here. Remember, always take what resonates, what doesn't resonate. Be for someone else. If you know it's not 100% what I'm saying, and you know in your mind what I'm saying, and it's not exactly love, it's a job situation with intense emotions, you guys, you know what it is. Okay? And if it doesn't resonate at all, you guys can always watch your rising moon, Venus, your regular signs. Here we go. Mid-month, you have 7 of Swords. I think it's just because you don't know exactly what's going on just yet. You got King of Cups. Ooh, here comes some more water. And Wheel of Fortune. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Give me a clarifier on that one. Yeah, let's see how that's going to play out. Yeah. Yeah, I see that. 3 of Coins. Okay. Building. Okay. That's fine. Keep building. Is that a twist? Yeah. So the mid-month brings this need for wisdom and emotional maturity. The 7 of Swords suggests this strategy or information that may not be fully visible. Still, like I say, it's still not, you're still not 100% clear on this. It's still way under the veil. Don't really, guys, don't take the 7 of Swords right off the bat as deception immediately, okay? I know a lot of people want to just say that's deception, but it doesn't have to be. Because with Neptune and the moon already out here, we have the moon in the beginning of the month, we have the Neptune energy coming through. It's already appearing, right, in this reading to say, hey, look, you're navigating a situation where not all the puzzle pieces are on the table. There's a lot behind the veil. So you don't have to say that's deception. That's just saying there's things missing. So there's a lot of strategy. Could be a lot of missing information that you feel is either being kept from you because it hasn't come out in the open yet. But the King of Cups over here is your anchor here. Okay. This is, you know, beautiful water energy. To me, it's the Pisces card, but it's saying, you know what? I'm going to remain calm, emotionally balanced. I mean, look, he's just calm. He's just got like, he's got like in thinker mode. In control of my emotions. I know there's intense emotions in my 8th house. My 8th house is making these intense emotions of what's going on. But regardless of what's happening around me, right, I'm going to stay just like this. Just be this guy, right? And actually, he looks like Snape. You guys ever watch Harry Potter? He looks totally like Snape. You cannot tell me that's not Snape. So be Snape, right? Which is crazy because it makes you think he is a water sign. He could be a Cancer, right? But, yeah. This is just pretty much asking you to respond with wisdom rather than react with emotions, guys. Keep your emotions at bay. Don't let this get underneath your skin, right? Because what's going to happen is it's like, okay, well, what's the rest? What's the next, right? So it could cause some impatience, wanting to know what's going on. But you do have the wheel here. So, I mean, this is indicating that turning point. Like I said, what a twist, because the twist is this Wheel of Fortune. The circumstances begin shifting into this twist of fate, and may move that situation from unexpected direction into something that you're feeling, oh boy, you know, it's kind of like, look, something that felt uncertain earlier in the month starts evolving itself. Now everything here in the mid-month, by the end of the mid-month, things are changing around. So you could say the 10th, 11th, and 12th was still, I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm just going to keep myself like this. By the 15th or the 16th of the month, all of a sudden something shifts dramatically, right? And you're going, why did it shift so dramatically, right? So things start changing fast because the wheel now changed its motion and therefore shifted everything. So it's going to be having like you know, your whole life just shifted, like a quantum leap type of feeling, right? I woke up one day and it's completely different. Did I quantum leap? Well, it makes you feel that way, doesn't it? Maybe you did, right? But then you have the Three of Coins over here that's clarified, which is beautiful because that's also showing that cooperation, teamwork. So it feels like it's shifting, and then this person comes around, or a new person comes around. It might not even be the same person from the beginning, because I'm actually getting a different kind of energy over here where the circumstances are changing so much, right? The learning, the building something with others, that somebody else could be coming in to say, hey, you want to work on this with me? Let's do this, because you're being recognized, right? And they ultimately want to help create this stronger foundation or collaboration. Now, it could be this person, right? It could be, and maybe because everything shifted, maybe they're coming in different as well. Because you could say, okay, this is how they were in the beginning of the month, but people change, right? I mean, sometimes, you know, I'm Taurus, so sometimes I'm very, you know, grounded. And then if my Leo gets too heavy, I want to become creative and I become more energetic. And you see what I mean? If my Libra comes in too much, then I feel a little imbalanced. And you see what I'm saying, right? And as being a cusp sign, I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, right? Some days you feel very watery. Some days you feel very fired up with action with that Leo energy. So that's the energy that I'm saying, that because it could just be that they've woken up to a situation where they don't want to leave it under the veil anymore, and they want to come and say, hey, you want to really build with me? Well, look, you said you wanted to build with me before, but you were not really, I could feel it. I was happy. I was excited. But then it kind of, I don't know, there was something that wasn't moving. And now all of a sudden, towards the end of the mid-month, you want to come back, but you're coming back with a grand idea. So it's like the key to maintaining this kind of success throughout the mid-month. So I don't know. They're going to give you more information. This information is like starting to, whatever was behind the scenes is now showing its face with the Wheel of Fortune to the Three of Coins. It's starting to unfold more. So you're going to feel like you're working with the right people. You're going to feel like you're maintaining that success. Going to feel like this person is coming towards you with a solid offer of that collaboration. Before, maybe it was, like I said, what did I say over here? If it was love, you could felt like it was too lusty, too passionate, too hot, too flirty, too woo, woo, woo. You know, and they're saying, oh, I want to love you and I want to ooh, 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 right? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, wait, where'd you go? Are you deceiving me? That's why I said, don't worry about that. Maybe they're thinking. You're thinking. Maybe they're thinking. And now they're like, wait, I want to come back different. I want to make it more solid, right? I was a little bit lost in the dream. That does happen. We've all seen it. Okay. And then they realize, wait, it wasn't about lust. It was actually, I was really trying to give them the Four of Wands. Right. I just got ahead of myself. But now I really want to show them that I really do want to collaborate. And then that will shift. That's shifting everything. Or I really want to have this job. I really want to do this, that, the other. Take it how it resonates. But no matter what, they're coming back. Not like themselves. That's what's wonderful. Because you've been patient this whole time trying to figure out what this is all about. You're waiting for a real, true, solid offer. When you have fire, fire goes out. It's not always a very solid offer. It's those pentacles you're looking for. And there they are. They want to grow with you. They want to build with you. They want to collaborate with you. They want to get this to the next level. Whatever that next level is, whatever your situation truly is. Going straight to the end month, you have Herald of Swords. Wait, hold on. Before I do that, I want to look at the bottom of the deck because I want to see where you're going in July. You're going to the Two of Pentacles to the Empress. So we're going to see how we're going to get there. But we do have Herald, the Swords coming out. Four of Cups in reverse. There you go. And the Ace of Swords. There's the clarity. There's the clarity, the overall clarity. Why? Because the wheel had turned. The solid offer and collaboration is there. And then finally, it all comes there. Dun, 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 dun. Then it says you can adapt to the situation. And this is where new adaptabilities, new ideas come together that you can build on this abundance and feel like you're in that place of prosperity. So now I see how you're getting to July. But let's get a clarifying card for this really fast because we're still missing a puzzle piece with that. Especially for that Empress, the Two of Pentacles for July. So it's justified. That's it. That's why. Because without the justice, actually, if you think about it, without the justice, how would you know that you were truly going to want to adapt to the situation and throw around ideas? To actually want to build and stay with the Empress and actually be within that co-creating place of keeping prosperity and abundance alive. But now we know why. Because the justice, it says it's fair. It's justified. Oh my gosh. So you got another message coming in. So by the end of June, this brings us answers. You have this message from the Queen, or from the Herald of Swords over here. This is suggesting news, information, communication of truth coming to light. You need that because that's what's going to justify. That's where it is. And you have the Ace of Swords. That's the truth. So there's a lot of truth coming out. Finally, what was under the veil is becoming known. 100. Now, curiosity is high and there's a desire to understand what's really going on. So I think between you and them, you're going to speak your truth. They're going to come in and speak their truth with the Herald of Swords. They're speaking their truth and then you're going to speak yours. Great conversation. It's kind of like, well, hold on a second. What's up? I've been asking you what's up, but you've been like, you know, could even feel like Seven of Swords mind games, right? The Four of Cups reverse is showing that shift in perspective. You had the Wheel of Fortune come in and shift everything, so now your perspective is going to shift as well. Because, I mean, earlier you had the uncertainty or even hesitation, or they had hesitation. Well, look, you had uncertainty, they had hesitation. That's what it's saying. That's where it's all beginning to fade away. And now you're becoming more open to something that you may not have previously considered. Two of Pentacles too. That's why you're going to juggle that around in July. And a new opportunity becomes completely visible. Because now they're speaking their truth of how they want to build. They're speaking their truth on how they see things. So the truth be spoken, Ace of Swords. And also that's a major breakthrough card of clarity. Clarity, understanding where things were not clear. Everything's becoming clear. This cuts away all the confusion. This cuts away all of what you didn't understand. It's the conversation, the realization, that decision, a piece of information that helps you see the truth to the situation with complete honesty, right? Because if they were hesitant, they didn't want to tell you exactly, but yet they're still collaborating. They're saying yes to the dress, but yet you're saying, I still need to know exactly what you're doing. And that's where the Justice is really going to come in powerful, right? Because it's powerful because it suggests that the balance is being restored and the fair outcomes to this situation. There's going to be accountability, contracts, decisions made from this Justice card, receiving exactly what you deserve, but yet the truth is winning at the end of this cycle because now you know that whatever was behind the veil is now, the curtains are completely pulled open and you know exactly where this person is. Come July, you have the Two of Pentacles that says, okay, so yeah, like I said before, this is where you're going to juggle these ideas to the truth and to this person. You guys could even be dealing with a Taurus. Okay, a Taurus or a Libra, because I have Justice is Libra, Empress is Libra. Got Libra all over the place too. Doesn't matter, it could be anybody in the world. But I love it though, because it's really saying that this month, what was hidden becomes revealed. Trust in your intuition, my friends, because it's guiding you through this truth all this time, even though you didn't really see what was going on. And I don't think that this person even knew exactly how to go about this situation for a lot of you. For a lot of their hesitation and going back and forth and indecisive is, right? Being very indecisive about the situation, which also could put you in indecisiveness as well. So there's a lot of teeter-tottering effects over here, especially when we don't know exactly what's going on beneath the veil, right? We're kind of watching people. So I do feel like your intuition is trying to get through the situation, but I think you're observing a lot more than this person realizes you're observing, that's for sure. And that can also cause confusion. That can also cause a lot of confusion because when you're observing someone and you don't see them really putting forth what you want to see out of the situation, it makes you absolutely feel like this is deception or they're hiding something. But I don't feel like that's it. I think they don't have the information or don't know how to say what it is that they want to say. And so that's where it is, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.